Hey guys, Henry here, and today we're going to be doing a review on Gone Girl. So Gone Girl is a film directed by David Fincher. The storyline follows these two characters played by Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike and their relationship and how it progresses after the wife, Rosamund, actually goes missing. From the get-go, it's really creepy and eerie and the atmosphere is just slightly uncomfortable. There's that music that's really off-putting, and then at the same time, the first quote of the movie is like Ben Affleck stroking Rosamund Pike's head, and he says something about like cracking her skull open and seeing her brain spill out and understanding what she's thinking inside her brain. And it's a bit creepy and you don't really understand that, and you fully understand that by the end of the movie. That just shows you how much the characters progress and how much they transform. So basically this film just jumps between the past and the present. And basically the past is being narrated by Rosamund Pike's character, and she's basically writing in her diary and narrating what's happened in the past. Meanwhile, in the present, she's actually gone missing, so that's basically from Ben Affleck's point of view and how he feels about the situation. And David Fincher does an awesome job just having those little problems in each of the storylines that sort of makes it not entirely believable. And it sort of creates like a conflict where you don't know who you're rooting for, whether you're rooting for Pike or Affleck or the detectives. You just don't know who you should be rooting for. People might complain about the length of this movie. It was pretty long, it was 2.5 hours, but personally it didn't really matter to me because the story kept pulling me along. There was something new coming up and it wasn't predictable. A lot of the movies now are really predictable, but this movie, it really got me hooked. I had no idea what was coming next. I was like waiting in my seat, shaking, like thinking, what the hell is going to happen? What I really loved about this movie is that it did not slow down at all. Once it hit that halfway mark, shit just got real, really fast, and it just kept going and going and going, and just sitting in my seat, I just was fixated on the screen. I just could not look away, and my heart was pounding for the characters. I just had no idea what was going to happen to them, and that's the sort of thing that films really need to intrigue the audience, because as soon as a film is predictable and you know this character's not going to die, this character's definitely going to die, then what's the point? Okay, I've seen a lot of reviews and a lot of people have said Rosamund Pike has really come into her own in this movie, and I totally agree. I mean, I don't really remember her from anything else except maybe like The World's End with Simon Pegg, but other than that, I don't really remember her very much. But this movie, seriously, she was poised, she was brutal, she was just amazing. Her facial expression was perfect. You just could not tell what was going on inside her head, in the character's head. You just could not tell, and that's exactly what she needed to do. I left this movie traumatized. I was emotionally drained, I was tired. This movie really had me like gripping the seat. Heart was seriously pounding. That's what is amazing about this movie. It really builds that tension really, really well. As I said, leaving this movie, I was traumatized, but definitely not in a bad way. It was sort of like an awakening. It let you realize the impact that media can have on people, and how these people, you don't even know them, and the media portrays them a certain way. You just suddenly have an urge to feel anger towards them, or an urge to feel sympathy for them. This movie really wants to question the concept of trust and how much we trust the media and how much we trust other people. After watching this movie, I just could not trust anybody. Like people on the street, I was just like looking at them going like, are you gonna murder me? Are you gonna whip out a knife and just Gone Girl? I'm gonna give this movie a thumbs up because I know that no matter how much you need to go to the toilet, you are not going to the toilet. This movie is that good. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you know any of your friends which have watched the movie and would enjoy this review, be sure to share it with them. If you want to see more of me, I have my own channel called Cloud TV. Check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Boom.